Hi there, today I'm going to be teaching you how to design a primer for RT-PCR, a skill I learnt whilst partaking in a summer research scheme with the University of Warwick. So first and foremost, you need to search NCBI/gene into your search engine, and this should direct you to a page. From here, you can type in your gene in the search bar. Here I'm using the example Wnt5A. And you should be able to locate your gene right at the top of the screen. If you just give it a click, it will take you to another page, and if you just scroll right down to the bottom, you should see a section that says Ref Sequence of Annotated Genomes. And right below, you'll be able to see a series of numbers which will start with either XM or NM. I do tend to prioritise NM numbers, but in this case we'll be using an XM number. So if you just give that a copy, and we're going to be searching up another website, so if you just type in NCBI Primer Designing Tool, and as you can see, I've already used this website, so it's highlighted purple for me. So on this page, we're going to be using the top box and putting out input. So if you just paste your XM number into there. For this example, I've only used one sequence of numbers, but as there were multiple, you should copy them all in, and you can copy them one after another by just using your enter button. Also, as we're only using one sequence right now, we have selected primers for targets on the templates, which you'll keep. However, if you were using multiple XM or NM numbers, you would need to select the option just next door to that called Primers Common for a group of sequences. So if you just scroll to the bottom and click Get Primers, it will start the loading process. This process can take quite a while, so you just have to be patient. And you can just keep reloading the page if necessary until all your primers load up. I have cropped out the loading time just to make it a bit easier for you guys to follow along. But once it's finished loading, you should end up with this page. At the top here, you can see that it says primers may not be specific to the input of the PCR template. And so that's just something to take note of. You won't find that error with all the genes that you use, and it's just up to you whether or not you want to end up using these primers. But as you can see the forward and reverse primers, and so the numbers here, you want to try and get as close to 0 as possible, and the TM numbers, you want to see if they can be as close together as possible. As you can see, there are lots of primers that come up, and the aim really is to select 2 primer pairs which you can then use for PCR. Just scrolling down here to show you guys how it looks. This one's quite good here because we have a TM which is fairly close, and also both self-complementarity numbers are at 0. And similar here, we have similar TM numbers and low complementarity numbers, which is good to see. So you'll just be using these sequences here so that you can order your primers to use in your PCR. So the TM number is actually the temperature at which the primers will stick cDNA to RNA. So you want them to be fairly close together so they can work in the same conditions. And so that concludes the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope it's been helpful.